As you were saying, winter is here in June, and you know what that means?
Oh, that's just great! Emily's on that woman, and it's trapped with nowhere to go! Ah!
Well, you thought July was going to be all about summer, but no, you're wrong. It's going to be winter in July, and you know why I would say it's winter in July? Because, look at that! This is the first Christmas item released for 2019. You usually thought Christmas items, they're going to be reviewed in every December, but no. I've finally decided I'm going to review Christmas items just before December. And what is that? Seagulls greetings, best before Sunday the 5th of January 2020. That's like 10 days away, or should I say 11 days away from Christmas Day of this year, which will be on the Wednesday, of course. Season's greetings, or should I say Seagulls greetings 5-pack. Look at the price here. Very interesting price of £17.98. It's pretty expensive. And if I take a look at the back, it's got some artwork of some very weird wingulls and a starry, of course. And this is actually the first Christmas item I'm only going to take a look at. Maybe there'll be some more, Christmas items I might take a look at in separate videos, maybe during July. I don't know why I could do Christmas in July. Maybe it's because I'm from the land down under, but I'm actually from the UK. But there you go. There's all the items here. Let's take a look at what we've got. Ooh, it looks like we've got a seagull with a red bill and a couple of red legs, dressed up as Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Maybe I can call this one Rugal, as in, Rugal the red-billed seagull has a very shiny red bill. And if you ever saw him, he will find the way to kill. Ah! That was a bit of a delayed sort of song, eh? But anyways, the antlers on this seagull, or shall I say Rugal, as I can tell, looks pretty amazing. You can actually make it a lot more interesting indeed. Makes it a lot more cool and funky designs. I mean, it looks like Pidgeot from the Pokemon franchise, and some Wingull sort of traits as well, which looks pretty amazing indeed. Let's take a look at the other one here. This is the other seagull, which is wearing a Santa hat. Looks pretty interesting, eh? It's got these details there. Lovely looking wingtips as well, the black and white wingtips. Very lovely indeed. And also, it comes with this very interesting component. That's actually quite a good way to assemble a Christmas gift. You put your, what's that one there? It's a starfish. You put the starfish inside there, and then you probably pack it for someone. You can actually decorate it for Christmas. Maybe that Christmas starfish would actually be a great Christmas present for your Christmas tree. But yeah, I'm not getting my Christmas tree out until, hopefully, Christmas is going to be coming soon, around December. I can tell you guys, this is actually a very nice present. It's got green and red. I wonder if they could do the English flag. That's very interesting. And it looks very, very nice. Looking back to this seagull, there's a larger one here. The Santa hat is glued in. Same goes with the reindeer antlers being attached via the small silver gull, because it looks like the silver gull that you find in Australia or New Zealand, I'll probably say. This there looks more like a lesser blackback than a herring gull, I'd say. And it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? The way these seagulls have been designed. I love the wing feature on these types of toys. It's very amazing. I love the butt though. I wonder if they could do the butt more on this smaller seagull, which would have been more interesting indeed. But nevertheless, it looks pretty cool indeed. Looks pretty cool indeed. To me, I can tell you guys, it looks very amazing indeed. And to be quite honest, maybe I should probably learn my lessons from. If I look back at my videos from my YouTube channel, I've actually noticed I did 3 vlogs. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to do any vlogs from July. I might start doing vlogs in August because, well, unfortunately, I just don't think, what can I say? Let me just jump cut for a while. Okay, after that jump cut, I don't think I'll be doing any more vlogs in July because, well, unfortunately, I just saw someone wearing a blazer, and this is the reason why I'm starting to make Christmas items first. So I can tell you guys, I'm actually starting to create many Christmas items. A lot, many Christmas items. A lot, this year. And I think maybe I could probably start to do an advent calendar if that's the right though. But anyways, I'm pretty sure we have a huge announcement of some Christmas themed items here. Let's take a look at the logo here. And it looks like he's happy, of course. Looks like he's grinning because his revenge is back. This guy looks like, they all look like Ash Ketchum from the Pokemon franchise. This guy there looks like he's shocked because he's saying, "How could you come back? It's freaking July, you dumb face." And I think this face would literally be saying, "Hey look, we're gonna celebrate Christmas because we just saw a freaking person wearing a freaking blazer." But anyways, this is what we have, Generation 101, Generation 99.99, and yes, it's just your very, well, archetypal Christmas item that you have. I love the fact that you've got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer sort of thing there on the origami crane. And what's quite strange is that over the past 2 days or so, I reviewed toys which have roundish colours, or should I say, roundish shapes. And actually, yes, the shapes were a lot more simplistic. Now we've gone to this sort of complex, sort of digital sort of shaping in there, and that's the sort of logo I don't like. Well, yes, my tablet is running low, but it doesn't look spooky when I just go ahead and just review toys. I know I've got my long sleeves on because everyone was, I dare say, I wonder what's making people just wear different types of clothing which are in this sort of sleeving. Now, to be quite honest, I'm not really a person who doesn't milk the crap out of AdSense or anything like that. Anyways, without all of this rubbish, we'll just focus on the toys. I know these are all of the toys I've just looked at. There's some of the other toys I haven't looked at on top of the Pokemon stuff here. I mean, I've got a whole bunch of videos I might do, my 10 reviews in 10 minutes video. I could do another one, of course, but let's just check out the weather forecast, eh? I'm a bit bored, eh? Well, apart from a very diminutive looking Pikachu sort of wallet. Oh no, oh my goodness me, look what's up there! Well, I don't know why I often have to yell at videos like that, but I'm just thinking, I don't want to know. Oh, I don't want to know. It's just so bad. But anyways, let's just take a look at the weather forecast. And I have to calm myself down because I was just too crazy for the fact that the heat is gone. I think it's wrong because it almost feels like 9 degrees Celsius. 10 degrees Celsius from tonight. It's only going to be a mild night. But unfortunately, these nights are going to be very chilly. So we're going to have a bit of a winter influence, of course. So get your blazers on, guys. I know the cold weather is still there. And looking at Wednesday, I can't see anything relating to something hot, which is going to be very skeptical. Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and the rest of the week just continues the whole pattern, which unfortunately we're not going to get the amount of heat that we're going to be having throughout the whole summer. And why is that? For the fact is, now, taking a look at the pressure systems here, we all have to determine what's over the pressure. Now, we all know why it's been so cold and a lot more cooler is the fact we had some northerly, well, let's just say it again, we actually had some very northerly, westerly winds. So what I might say for the third time is that, if I look closely, we actually had some very northwesterly winds, which are the sort of winds that actually come from the Arctic and Greenland. And that is also the same air mass that we often get in other places of the UK, like Scotland gets it as well. Might show you nicely, of course. But there's also other places here which often get a lot of cold air, like Scandinavia. As you can see, there's Norway, Sweden, Finland on the back, and you've got Denmark in the middle, right on top of Germany, which is going to be quite... It's interesting. I've never expected July to be as cold as what we have in the winter. Now, I was going to expect a temperature of 8 degrees Celsius low, but to be quite honest, we're going to have like 10 degrees Celsius below. 9 degrees Celsius, I don't understand how this is okay. Now, looking at the weather forecast at Ruby, where my friend Jamie lives, and I don't want to sound like I'm an absolute, culprit in a sense, because, I gotta feel, what I actually have to say is I need to look back into the last 2 to 3 days as I made videos like this before. I think I need to feel a little more sorry for myself here, because I just think maybe a lot of people who tend to like the heat are most recalcitrant when it comes to, into climate change. But I might be totally wrong. I'm hoping the audience can tell me. Anyways, let's just scroll through. I think what that high pressure is set to do is that it's actually going to be strengthening. So it's actually making things a lot more drier and a lot more warmer in a sense. But unfortunately, we're not in this sort of we're not in the sort of warm air, hot air conditions here, because we're still mitigated via the northwesterly winds, which just sounds very disappointing for those who love t-shirts and shorts. And I'm a fan of these types of clothing. Maybe I should be a fan of long sleeves, because maybe one day I should hop into Scandinavia, for the fact I've just kept on seeing people wearing blazers, and things like that. Jackets and coats and sweaters and jumpers, of course. I've said it earlier in the video, and I'm actually going to be feeling like I'm actually going to be very embarrassed, because I think I'm going to be feeling absolutely bad for myself, because I just can't believe an idiot like me just criticises clothes and what people wear and what they show. But anyways, let's take a look at this briefing here. It says a cool, bright start tomorrow. Some cloud will develop during the day, but there will be some sunny spells throughout, and it is expected to remain dry, a little cooler than, what is that one there? The normal for the time of year, which is disappointing. And let's take a look at this one here. High pressure should bring largely dry and settled weather for much of the second half of the next week. Wednesday will should be dry with sunny periods and light winds with similar conditions. Let me just read that one here. Similar conditions expected on Thursday. Friday should be dry, but perhaps a little cloudier and breezier. So, if anyone can just basically tell me what's going on with the weather here, I'm just thinking maybe I should never be doing this, because I think what we've got at the moment is that we've got low pressure across areas such as Shetland and parts of northern Scotland and Scandinavia, and you can see how very cold these temperatures in Norway, like Murmansk, there as well here. And to be quite honest, look at the temperatures in Murmansk. They've actually been mitigated by the air in Scandinavia, and I'm actually quite curious. 8 degrees, and I might have a bit of Scandinavian sort of, well, look at that, 7 degrees Celsius in Murmansk. You have to be very careful with cold air. I've never expected 2019 to be one of the coldest, but it's also been one of the hottest years, of course. We only had a very short period of hot sort of spells, of course. Anyways, I think that's about it in this video, and I'm very sorry for the very big complaint about all the people wearing these types of clothes, because unfortunately one thing to blame for is the cold front. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like this video, subscribe for more content, and as always, thanks for watching and bye for now. Bye.